All right, this is Deanna Marie, and welcome back here to the Clusie. And today we're going to be talking about how then everyone knew that the Lord was with you. Okay, so let's get started. All right, so Bible reference today is going to be 1 Samuel 18, 28, if you guys want to read something, but I'm going to break it down for you as always. So little backstory, Saul was chosen to be king of Israel, first king of Israel, right? He disobeys God. God tells him, you are no longer going to be king. I've chosen as somebody else that's after my own heart, right? That's David, okay? Saul doesn't know who the next person is that's coming in to replace him, but he knows that somebody's coming, and so he's on the lookout because he wants to destroy that person because he thinks that that's going to keep him in power and keep his his children in power. Okay, so as soon as you start thinking something like that, you've set up yourself as being an enemy of God. And so David goes in. He knows that he's going to be king, and Saul doesn't realize it until he starts to notice there's something different about David. He starts to be jealous because then the people are saying, oh my gosh, Saul has killed his thousands, and David's killed his tens of thousands, and he's growing in popularity, right? And that's what God said was going to happen. He said that Saul was no longer going to be king and somebody else was going to be established. So Saul kind of has his eye on David at this point, right? And he starts trying to take him out, right? Well, he realizes that David is in love, or one of his daughters is in love with David. And so he sees an opportunity and he says, I'm going to try to have David be killed. So he offers David to be his son-in-law. He's like, if you go to war and you do this, come back and you kill this many people, I will let you marry my daughter. Okay, and David's thinking like, awesome, okay, Saul's like on my side. No, Saul just wanted to put him in the front line, right in the middle of danger, because he was hoping that he was going to get killed, right? But he doesn't get killed, okay? And he comes back and he's like, I did the job because God was with him. So not only does he do the job, he does it quickly, right? And then that's where the Bible verse comes in. It says, then Saul knew that the Lord was with David. Okay, so what does that mean for you? Okay, for you. If you are listening to this and God has told you that something is going to happen, it does not matter all of the people, all of the outside circumstances that are trying to stop it. Nobody can stop it. You are completely protected. As soon as God says, I've chosen you to do this, he's going to bring it to pass. And it doesn't matter if Saul is, or your Sauls in your life, or your enemies, or it doesn't matter what they're trying to do, what they're saying, anything like that, because as soon as they start coming against you, they're coming against God. You have God in your corner, okay? You have not a darn thing to worry about. You just keep doing what he's asking you to do, and don't worry about who's hating, who's saying this, who's doing this, because God uses all of that for your good. Okay, Saul trying to kill David and him having to run off and learn how to fight in the wilderness and get a small army and do all this stuff, man, that taught David so much stuff. He learned about how to be loyal. He learned about who was going to be loyal to him. He learned how to be wise and make good decisions for everybody else and not just himself. He learned that. And Saul thought the whole time that he was making David get weaker and weaker, and he wasn't. It was making David stronger and stronger. And so I don't know what's going on in your life right now, or how the enemy is using people or outside circumstances to try to get under your skin. But I'm telling you right now that if God is allowing it, if God allowed it to happen, it's building you up for whatever he told you he's going to do. It's building you up for that marriage. It's building you up for your career. It's building you up for you to be like, step out in the spotlight, and people are going to be like, watching you, and you're going to have to be publicly speaking and doing all this stuff that you never dreamed you would be doing. It's all working in your favor, okay? And you don't have to worry about not being protected just because somebody's trying to do something like that. No. As soon as they do that, please understand that they become God's enemy, because that's who's in your corner. As soon as God gave you that prophecy, he promised you something, and you said, yes, I will be obedient. Yes, I believe. Yes, I have faith. Yes, I'm going to follow you. I'm going to do what you said to do. I don't care how crazy it is. You've stepped into his little circle of protection, okay? And it doesn't matter what other people end up trying to do. Saul ends up dying in the battlefield with his sons, committing suicide, and then people take his body and his children's bodies and they hang them naked on a fence for everybody to see. The ultimate humiliation, right? Okay? God knows what he's doing, okay? Just trust him and believe, all right? So anyways, like, share, subscribe, and comment. As always, I will see you guys next time.